the number 2 seed, St. Francis Desales, Division II, Region 7, coached by Ryan Wiggins, with a very impressive record at 9-2 on the season, will be hosting the number 3 seed, the Massillon Tigers, coached by Nate Moore. Massillon comes in with a 8-3 record. Welcome, my friends, to another sports edition of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. Sit back, relax. My friends, they call me the face of Ohio high school football. So let's get right into this. I will give you my prediction of the winner at the end of this video. So my friends, let's first start with St. Francis Desales in Columbus, Ohio. This is a good football team. Okay, right now they are riding a 5-game winning streak. They have won 6 out of their last 7 games. And they're very well coached. Ryan Wiggins has done a nice job with St. Francis Desales. Like I mentioned, 9-2. They won that no-biter last week, beating Ashland 33-29, come from behind victory. And this is a team offensively that averages 28 points per game. Defensively, they give up 20. They are led by starting quarterback R.J. Day. And in case that last name rings a bell, which I'm sure it does, this is Coach Ryan Day's son. And what a job he has done. He threw for a school record last week, 482 yards and 3 touchdown strikes. His favorite receivers, Dax Middleton, last week caught 10 balls for 226 yards. And Jordan Karhoff caught 7 balls for 103 receiving yards. This is a good football team, okay? They're not, ranked number 2 seed for nothing, okay? Very good football team. Like I mentioned, very explosive football team with a quarterback like R.J. Day and the night that he had last week versus Ashland. Their only 2 losses was a 38-21 setback to Baden, and they also lost to Division III Bishop Watterson 42-7. My friends, now turning on to the Massillon Tigers. Like I mentioned, number 3 seed in Division II Region 7, 8-3 on the year. Something's going to have to give. Massillon has won 7 out of their last 8 games. So we got 2 very hot, streaky teams right now. Okay? St. Francis Desales, like I mentioned, 6 out of their last 7 wins. Okay? 5-game win streak. And Massillon, 7 wins out of their last 8 games. So both teams are very hot right now. I look at Massillon. Coach Nate Moore has his football team playing some really good football. Now, last week, round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs, it was a much easier task for the Massillon Tigers, them romping the Hoover Vikings by the score of 62-7. Like I mentioned, St. Francis Desales, they were in a battle, beating Ashland 33-29. Now, we are talking about a Massillon ball club averaging 33 points on the season. That 62-point game definitely up their average. Defensively, they give up 19. Total offense, Massillon comes in averaging 300 yards of total offense per game. Defensively, a stingy 246 yards given up to their opponents per game. They are led by starting quarterback Mandel Patterson. He's completing 67% of his passes for a little over 1,300 yards, 19 touchdown strikes, 7 interceptions on the season. Now, what I like about Massillon, okay, is that they are not one-dimensional, okay? This is a team that can beat you running, and this is a team that definitely can beat you passing, okay? This is what I mean. I like the style of offense that Massillon runs, okay? They are led by featured running back Xavier Owens. What more can you say about this young man? 1,064 yards on the year, 6.3 yard per carry average, and 15 rushing touchdowns. And how about Anthony McMullen Jr.? He has done a splendid job as the backup 593 rushing yards, 5.1 yard per carry average, and 4 touchdowns. And Christian Kohler also chipping in with 4 rushing touchdowns. You know, I look at this team, why I say I like their style is that once you start hitting late November, early December of Ohio high school football playoffs, you have to factor in the weather, okay? Could be raining, definitely could be cold, and definitely could be snowing. So you have to be a dual threat type of football team, okay? Now, when I talk about the Massillon Tigers rushing attack, they average 164 rushing yards per game on the ground. Very impressive. Now, Xavier Owens' biggest game of the year this season was 21 carries, 182 rushing yards, and 3 scores against that very good Rabun Gap team from the state of Georgia. He also had another good game against Cardinal Ritter, a very good Cardinal Ritter team from St. Louis, Missouri. And Massillon beat them 28-14. Xavier Owens had 171 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. A very good game against St. Ed's. 32 carries, 162 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now, this is what I'm getting at. So, if defenses want to stop the mighty Tigers rushing attack, well, now they have to focus on trying to stop Mandel Patterson. Just last week, Patterson against Hoover, 12 out of 13, 226 yards passing and 4 touchdown strikes. Against St. Ed's, a very good football team, St. Ed's, and a very good defensive team with the Eagles, Patterson put up good numbers. 17 out of 25, 157 yards passing, and 1 touchdown strike. So my friends, bottom line, you know, we got a nice battle here. Like I say, Massillon will be traveling to St. Francis Desales in Columbus, Ohio. So this is going to be a very interesting ball game for me. Skilled set position players, wide receivers. Massillon got some good ones also, just like Desales. Giorgio Jackson, 41 grabs, 508 receiving yards, and 8 touchdown receptions. Deontay Malone, 30 grabs for 476 and 7 scoring touchdowns. And J.D. Thigpen, 19 grabs, 230 yards receiving, and 5 touchdown receptions. So I like the way Mandel Patterson spreads the football around. He just doesn't focus on one receiver and eye him up the whole time. He loves to spread the football around. And that's why he has done a very good job this season managing this offense. Defensively, I mentioned, Massillon gives up 19 points per game, similar to St. Francis Desales Stallions. They give up 20 points, very similar defenses. What I like about the secondary of Massillon is that they have 13 team interceptions on the season. Braylon Gamble and Isaac Maxheimer both have 3. Deontay Malone, Noah Jenkins, and Chase White also pitches in with 2. So, my friends, I look at this game, and it's going to be a good game. I'm just going to say this. I just feel that St. Francis Desales, a very good football team, okay, very well coached, 5-game win streak, has won 6 out of their last 7 games. But for me, they're just too one-dimensional, okay? Let's be honest. This Friday night, the weather's probably not going to be nice. Could be cold, could be raining. Who knows? We could get flurries. And when you look at St. Francis, they love to pass the football. Now, I don't know about you, but when you're passing in windy weather, rain, possible snow, it's going to be very tough to throw the football, okay? Now, yes, R.J. Day, phenomenal quarterback, put up very good numbers last week, obviously. Set a school record, 482 passing yards and 3 touchdown strikes. But that was in decent weather, okay? I already think that the forecast is already calling for possible rain and flurries. What I like about Massillon is that if that's the case, Massillon has another option to fall upon, and that would be their very strong rushing attack. And let's be honest, when the weather is going to be a big factor in a game, and you know passing is going to be very difficult, then you rely on your rushing attack. Xavier Owens, Anthony McMullen, Christian Collar, 3 phenomenal, physical, quick running backs. And let's be honest, even Mandel Patterson is a good dual threat running quarterback. So my friends, bottom line, I like the Massillon Tigers to go into St. Francis Desales and knock off the Stallions in this game. For the simple reason that for me, Coach Ryan Wiggins is too much of pass happy, okay? Now, yes, when you got a quarterback like R.J. Day, yes, you want the young man to put the ball up. I don't blame you. When you got 2 good receivers like Dax Middleton and their very splendid big tight end, Karhoff, yes, you got to get them the ball. But my friends, bottom line, okay, it's making the defense, obviously, already know what you're going to do when you're pass happy, okay? And if I know Massillon and their defensive coordinator, they are going to bring the house every play. They're probably going to run stunts. They're probably going to mix that in with a lot of blitzing and forcing Day to get rid of the ball faster than what he wants to. I mean, my friends, look what they did last week against Hoover's quarterback. And Hoover had a very good quarterback. But they stymied him the entire game, forcing him to throw the ball earlier than what he wanted to, forcing him to get out of the pocket instead of comfortably try to find his receivers. So once again, I like the Massillon Tigers to beat St. Francis Desales Friday night in St. Francis Desales Stadium. My friends, if you are new to my channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. If you like this video, which I hope you do, please click the like button. Like always, please check out Super Thanks. And not only do I love to read your comments, but I love to respond to every comment that I do read. So please comment down below. Like always, my friends, peace out. God bless you all. Click on this face right up here to subscribe. And until next time, stay safe. Keep the faith. And once again, I like Massillon to move on in this game by beating St. Francis Desales. Peace out. God bless. I'm out of here.